There's definitely a good Brenda and bad Brenda, that's what I call it. So when things don't work out and you're like kind of like not helping me or something, I might get extremely upset about that. And I think that's why it comes out in relationships, that the bad Brenda. Chase is like a little baby that's always going wah, 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 wah. You could be tall and you could be muscular, but really where's all that alpha male power, control? It's an illusion.
I think Sash and I being in control does look like a king and queen situation, but Sash is more of a queen and I'm more of a king. It's the way I look at it.
Every season of Survivor is a story, but sometimes that story can be told over the course of multiple seasons. This video will be covering Brenda Lowe, a long-lost Black Widow Brigade member who many people comment about how evil she played of a Survivor game, with an equal number of comments, I gotta mention, talking about her looks. How did she fare over her 2 seasons of Survivor? Well,
39 days, 20 people, 1 survivor.
Brenda Lowe, a 27-year-old paddleboard company owner from Miami, Florida, was a castaway on Survivor's 21st season, Survivor Nicaragua. And yeah, this is the first time Survivor has been to this location, and in my opinion, it's the ugliest place they have ever been to. There are 20 players this season, and Jeff says we have a new twist for you all. There is a medallion of power hidden in the jungle. Whoever finds it wins it for their tribe. Go. They all run out and scramble, but it seemingly takes Brenda no time at all to snatch it. Even Super Bowl winning coach Jimmy Johnson congratulates and compliments her. Jeff says that medallion of power can be used in any immunity challenge to give your tribe an advantage, but then he drops yet another twist.
This is not the way the tribes are going to be divided. We're now going to divide into tribes. If you are 40 and older, you're over here. If you are 30 and younger, you're over here.
Damn, man, I wanted the old football coach, baby.
I'm young at heart.
Oh, man, the older ones here, the younger ones there. I was looking forward to some of those young people carrying me. I don't want any of the old people with me.
When the switch came, my first thought was, oh, damn. The Antiques have the best coach you could ask for. They got a Super Bowl winning coach on their team. I mean, he's a great leader. That's what he's done his whole life.
That is correct. No one between the ages of 31 and 40 are on the season, a first for Survivor, and I don't think they've done it since. Everyone is either 30 and below or 41 and older. The older tribe is screwed in challenges. Jeff then offers the younger LaFleur tribe to give up their medallion of power for essential camp supplies, which they say yes to. And upon arriving at their beach, Judd hurts himself multiple times. People say, wow, he's a dumb blonde, and they nickname him Fabio. We then meet Brenda, who says,
I'm single. I'm single, very single. And flirting is something that I'm going to use if I have to. So I was like, hi, my name is Brenda. Take it down, like I'm getting in my underwear now. As the younger tribe, we have a huge advantage because we have so much energy. All of us are fit, and we're all so happy to be here. Underwear! And I think the biggest advantage is that we're getting along so well.
Well, this should be interesting. It seems that post Russell Hantz, the show is leaning more towards casting villains, as there are a lot more of them this season, at least in my eyes. Kelly Bruno then says, hey everyone, I got a big secret to tell you all. I have a prosthetic leg. People are like, oh, that's cool, I'm so proud of you. But then when they're talking to us in confessionals, they say, wow, Kelly Bruno cannot go to the final 3. She'll win. Nayanka in particular seems to have a personal vendetta against Kelly Bruno now, and especially against her leg. It's a bit worrisome. We then see Brenda and Chase connect, and
I like your spirit.
Hey, I like you too.
Okay, good.
I absolutely, I thought that from the beginning. Everything's just, I said, you can make an alliance right now, but then you get into a challenge and you end up hating that person after it. So it's for
I don't
nothing.
think I'm gonna hate you.
Brenda, she's a cute girl. I mean, yeah, I'm attracted to her. I, for some reason, can really trust her.
I'm kind of used to having guys do what I say. And what's funny is that Chase just came up to me and told me, like, guys, I have a little alliance going on. And of course, I'm going to use that information to get me to the end. I know Chase trusts me. He's a really nice guy, but he's clueless.
Brenda is going full villain, and I'm here for it. Chase is attracted to her, and Brenda's like, cool, I can use that against him. Genuine connections are typically what win over juries and what makes them vote for you, but But I guess if a guy thinks you're hot, that can work too. Why not? We then see everyone on the floor minus Sash, Chase, and Shannon do this goofy dance when entering the immunity challenge, and Jeff is wholly unimpressed. The older tribe then proceeds to not use the Medallion of Power, which is a bit baffling considering the disadvantage they have, and the younger tribe, with the help of Brenda, wins immunity on the puzzle. Jeff then asks the younger tribe if they would have used the medallion if they had it, and Brenda says, of course, you play for today, not for tomorrow. And that's it for the premiere. Brenda seems like a long-lost Black Widow member. I'm calling it now. She would have fit right in with that group on season 16. We shall see if she can replicate their success. By the way, did you know that Patreon is free to sign up for? Yeah, that's the place where I give updates, post videos early, and have you all pick what I make now as a free option. Link in the description. You can cancel at any time, and there's a 15% discount if you do sign up for 1 year. Thank you for your support. Episode 2 starts off with Sash saying that us minorities should team up together, especially me and Brenda. Their tribe then loses immunity thanks to the older tribe using the Medallion of Power this time. And back at camp, Alina says, I want Brenda out because she is super close with Chase. Strangely enough, this doesn't put a target on Chase, it just puts a target on Brenda. Like, what is that? What kind of inequality is that? Shannon then says, Chase, dude, Brenda's playing you. And Chase hears this and goes, I still want to keep Brenda. Dude is thirsty, which is made even funnier when Brenda talks with Nayanka and says, don't worry about Chase flipping on us. He is a pushover I can control. My goodness, Brenda has no chill. Ruthless, just ruthless. Chase then talks to Brenda about who to vote off, and
they said they want you gone first. I'm so confused right now. Ever since the beginning of this game, I've been trying to figure out who I can trust and who I can play the game with. I liked Shannon right away, and he wanted to be aligned with me, but now there's just a feeling that I have that's not right about him. I did not want to play the game this way. I thought I'd be able to come in, not talk much.
Well, it's obvious that Shannon is the one that's calling out the shot, so why wouldn't you just want to take him out first? Why do you need him? Tell me a good reason why you need him.
I don't need him at all.
So then why would you keep him? He's the one calling the shot.
I really didn't expect someone would come up to me and say, Shannon wants you out first. And I don't understand really why, but Chase, I think he wants to keep me here because he just trusts me.
all is well and good, right? Kinda, except Alina overheard the whole thing and says Brenda is dangerous and she's controlling Chase like a puppet. Chase has no backbone and Brenda is using this to her advantage, which is all true, but Alina doesn't need to know that. Shannon then publicly calls out the Brenda-Chase connection, and if Brenda can survive this tribal, she needs to distance herself from Chase. This is getting out of hand. We then go to tribal, where it seems like Brenda will be getting her way with Shannon now, which he only helps make happen when he says, hey Sash, are you gay? In an attempt to, I guess, like make Sash look like an idiot. I'm not exactly sure what Shannon's plan in here is, but it's clearly to put the target on Sash, and it doesn't work. It's a weird, dumb plan that backfires as they all go to vote, and
Chase saved my life tonight, and Shannon ended his. It was either me or him, so this was an easy vote for me.
Second person voted out as Survivor Nicaragua, Shannon. Shannon, tribe has spoken.
we move on to episode 3, where Brenda is not separating herself from Chase. In fact, they are tighter than ever before as they talk about who should go next, and it seems like Alina and Kelly Bruno are the prime targets. Nayanka really wants Kelly Bruno and her leg gone now. Their tribe wins immunity and reward, and with that reward comes a clue to the hidden immunity idol that Kelly Bruno and Nayanka duke it out for, and it is wild. Nayanka ultimately gets the clue and shares it with Brenda, no one else, and in episode 4, Nayanka and Brenda find the idol together, but it is Nayanka's idol, she has it. Though Brenda knowing exactly where it is beneficial. Nayanka says not even that one-legged Kelly Bruno can get in her way now. Okay then, Nayanka. Brenda then leads their tribe to an immunity win, and Chase finds the new idol clue. So Brenda talks to him, and
Brenda is a very close ally of mine. I'd probably trust her more than anyone out here.
Chase found the third clue. He figured out where it should be if it was there. And I just felt so bad because he is my buddy. I'm trying to keep my trust with a person who has an immunity idol.
Someone has an immunity idol. Who? Nay?
Yeah. If word gets out that I told Chase, Nay won't trust me anymore because I betrayed her trust, which is big because she's the one with the idol. You have to understand my position. She has it. So if I betray her, we're all, you are all screwed up.
A bit risky, but Chase is inexplicably loyal to her, so I don't think this will be an issue at all. Episode 5 then brings with it a big twist, a tribe swap, something we haven't seen since season 17. Brenda stays on the floor with 4 of the younger players and 3 older ones, so she's still in the majority. Marty loses them reward, and back at their camp, Marty tries to immediately take charge. Like, bro, slow your roll. But Marty will not slow his roll as he gets onto them for not voting out Nayanka after fighting with Kelly Bruno for the idol clue in a prior episode. Mind you, Nayanka's not even on this tribe anymore.
It doesn't seem to me like this tribe has had a lot of leadership. And frankly, at Espada, I got control of that entire tribe, and not necessarily by being a leader, but by being a player.
Fabio just told me that somebody just pushed somebody aside, ran off with a clue to the idol, and you guys let that fly. Come on, guys. I want to get off on the right foot with you guys. I have an immunity idol.
I think Marty is so arrogant. He just whipped out the immunity idol. You know, okay, no BS, I have the idol. And we're sitting there like, wow, so impressed. But in our heads, we're like, are you stupid? He's coming into our home and he's already setting up like he's the king. He has a lot of balls. That is the dumbest thing he could have done. Hello?
Brenda now knows where both idols are in this game, and really, she's the only one who knows this. At the moment, it seems like Marty is the easy target that everyone can agree on, especially since Jane flippin' hates him apparently, by the way, and she's ready to flip on him. So it's really 6-2 at the next vote. They win immunity, and in episode 6, Brenda says all we have to do is split our votes between Marty and Jill, and either way, Marty's gone or his idol's flushed. A win-win. Easy peasy. Jeff then says both tribes are going to tribal council no matter what. Fun! Jill wins individual immunity, which completely ruins their plans to split the votes between her and Marty. Or does it? Because the new plan is to split the votes between Marty and Kelly B without Kelly B knowing that they're doing this, of course. Apparently that fake leg is $1 million waiting to happen because nothing else indicates why she is such a threat. Kelly B even straight up says that my strategy is to do nothing aside from what the majority wants me to do. What a threat! Brenda and Sash then convince Marty that Jane is the target tonight and he doesn't need to play his idol. He's safe. We then go to tribal council where, in an extremely baffling move, Brenda tries to call out Marty.
She has to worry for Jill and Marty voting her out.
Me and Jill are 2, you guys are 5, so that's really sweet of you to put that on me.
But what did you tell me?
She doesn't have to worry about me and Jill, so appreciate all that.
What did you tell me today?
But that's not what we're talking about. You said what she has to worry about. What she has to worry about are numbers. These 2 numbers here don't add up to a lot. 5 do. So you're wrong. No, I'm just saying you're wrong.
I'm not campaigning for Jane to be out. You guys
I know exactly what you're doing. I'm just saying LaFleur made the call. I didn't make that call.
I mean, it makes Marty crack, but boy, was that risky. He is now obviously going to play his idol. So they all go to vote, and
the fact that you're always saying that you can't trust anyone makes me not trust you. It's that simple.
You're the Black Widow, King Cobra, and Black Mamba all rolled into one. You may not be going home tonight, but the lines have been drawn.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Marty. 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 3 votes, Marty. Brenda. Brenda. 2 votes, Brenda. Kelly B. Kelly B. We have a tie. Marty has 3 votes, Kelly B has 3 votes. Here's what's gonna happen. Marty, Kelly B, you will not vote. Everybody else will vote, and you're voting for Marty or Kelly B. First vote, Marty. Kelly B. Kelly B, 2 votes, Kelly B. Kelly B, that's 3 votes, Kelly B, 1 vote, Marty. 6th person voted out of Survivor Nicaragua, Kelly B. Kelly B, tribe has spoken.
I am dumbfounded. They had the chance to get out Marty and his idol, and they knocked out Kelly Bruno instead. What? I don't get this move at all. They then lose reward and Brenda loses them immunity, so now they're going right back to tribal, and they want to vote off Marty again, but they're like, oh no, he has an idol. This is a serious case of deja vu. You wouldn't even be in the spot if you voted him out last time. Fabio says, we have to throw 3 votes on Marty and 2 on Jill to force the idol to be gone one way or another, which is a smart move. But Brenda, Brenda has another idea.
I think we should really consider this. To ask Marty for the idol. Tell him you're safe, give us the idol, we'll vote out Jill, and then we vote him out.
Tonight, either Marty or Jill is gonna go home. That's the plan. Sash and I are both stuck on what's the right thing to do, and we're wondering, what if we could be like super mean, ask Marty for the idol, and vote his ass out?
Did I not say earlier she would fit right in with the Black Widow Brigade? And guess what? It works. Sash talks to Marty and tricks him into just handing the idol over. But as part of this deal, Jill is the target, not Marty. So at Tribal Council, they all go to vote, and
Your physical game was pretty awesome, but it's the social game that got you at the end. And for the record, I do like you.
8th person voted out of Survivor Nicaragua. Jill. Jill, the tribe has spoken.
it is now time for the merge, and with that comes good news and bad news. The good news is that Nayanka and Chase also made the merge, though Brenda states that I only care about Nayanka being here, I don't really care about Chase. And the bad news is that Alina is here too. For some reason, people really don't like her. Nayanka then catches Brenda up on what happened at the other camp, and then something baffling happens. Something I don't fully understand the why of, but I'll show you the what.
What about the frying pan? Is that gone too? That doesn't just get swept away by the tide, you guys. Like,
no, I think it's pretty obvious that we stole it.
Bianca, did you put the flour back in the chest after you?
Everybody saw me put it in there. If you didn't put it, if you didn't see me, you didn't see me.
I saw her take it and put it in her bag.
And I put it back. And I said I put it back.
Put it in your bag?
And I put it back.
Do you understand why everybody's
And that's why I'm telling you guys,
Marty,
bag? I didn't take it. Uncle Dan, I didn't take it. Fabio, I didn't take it. Sash, I didn't take it.
I just want one thing
I'm done,
answered.
Fabio. I already said what I said. I'm not gonna keep explaining.
I just don't understand why it had to go in your bag first.
You know how many times I just said what I did? Like, what do you want me to do?
We're not asking you whether you put it.
So I'm not explaining. I lied to you guys. I'm just trying to play the game, but I did not do it in intentions to starve everyone.
She's saying that she was doing it for the benefit of the tribe. Sorry, I'm not buying it.
You don't have to buy it.
But you could have just said, hey guys, I think we're eating way too much flour.
Yeah.
Let's chill out a little bit.
It's a number of different ways that I could have went about it, but I went about it another way.
Stealing food, of all things, in Survivor. You would think that having done what she did would mean you're gone, like instantly gone. But anybody that's on the chopping block can be valuable to somebody else. She lied and she stole. How easy is that? Get rid of them. It should be that simple. But this game's never simple.
As I said, I don't get the why of that. But why? Why did Nayanka do that? We see in a secret scene how what Nayanka did made Brenda upset, and she is reconsidering whether to go to the end with Nayanka or not. So I don't think Brenda is seriously considering this. I think it's just a passing thought, which is why it's a secret scene. She even says, while Nayanka was the main culprit of what happened, it actually hurts Alina more because she was an accomplice to the crime. It does? It hurts Alina more? People really like Nayanka then. That night, Chase then reveals that he aspires to be a singer, and he isn't bad at all actually, as he sings a song about his dad who had recently passed away, and this is clearly affecting Chase on a deeper level. And Brenda says, hey, the song made me a little emotional, but in order to win, I need to remove all of my emotions, and Chase is far too emotional for me. Dang girl. Marty then talks to Brenda and says Jane is a huge threat with a sob story. She needs to go. Brenda says Marty is wrong, but actually he isn't. Jane is a massive threat come final three. Jane and Fabio then win immunity, and Sash says, hey guys, can we like not vote off Marty just this tribal council since I stole his idol and I kind of promised him? And Sash is just clearly wanting Marty's vote come a final tribal scenario. People are like, whatever, we'll vote off Alina. So they all go to vote, and
You do this entirely to yourself. Nobody wants to play with you.
9th person voted out and the first member of our jury, Alina. Alina, the tribe has spoken.
Episode 9 sees Brenda's all-women team lose reward to the men. Now Chase was not on either team, and he got to choose which team he thought would win, and he picked the girls. Oh, Chase, the man who claims he trusts Brenda, which I believe, but he literally can't explain why that is. He says, I don't have the words. Brenda says, I know what it is. She says, Chase thinks with his little emotions instead of his brain, and she calls him dumb. Wow. Brenda is ruthless. Chase then says him and Brenda, they just don't talk like they used to.
My relationship with Brenda's definitely changed. I'm not sure about Brenda. I'm not sure where her head's at right now. We've been away from each other since, we did the tribal swap, and we don't talk much anymore. Like, we talked when we were back at the old LaFleur camp a bunch, and now we don't talk much.
You seem really unsure right now. Are you just thinking?
Just thinking.
Well, you know you can trust me. You know you can trust me from the beginning.
Chase is a worrywart. What's going on, Brenda? Are you okay? Are you unsure? You seem unsure. I'm freaking out. I'm worried. You know, Chase is like a little baby that's always going wah, 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 wah. You could be tall and you could be muscular, but really, where's all that alpha male power, control? It's an illusion. Chase is always paranoid, but he's reaching a point where his alliance is sick of him. We might just have to swap you out for somebody else on the other side because your paranoia is getting to be too much.
While Chase's blind trust is a bit silly, I kind of feel bad for him, but he is ignoring the obvious signs that Brenda does not care about him. Then again, her game plan is to remove all emotion, so maybe he wouldn't be able to tell either way. Sash and Brenda then say we're the smartest players in this game, with them agreeing that Brenda has the men underneath her thumb. She then beats Marty for individual immunity, and the plan is, let me know if you've heard this one before, to trick Marty into thinking Jane is being voted off and to vote him off instead. It's like the third time they're doing this plan. He believes it, and Brenda says, I'm in charge. What I want to happen will happen. So they all go to vote, and
I saw through your little nobility act from the start. I will miss your cooking.
First vote, Jane. Jane. Marty. Marty. 2 votes, Marty. Jane, that's 3 votes, Jane. Jane, 4 votes, Jane. Marty, that's 4 votes, Jane, 3 votes, Marty. Marty, we're tied. That's 5 votes, Marty. 10th person voted out and the second member of our jury. Marty, the tribe has spoken.
Good luck, guys.
Episode 10 has Brenda saying that Marty vote we just had shows Benry, Fabio, and Dan that I was just playing them and I'm not with them at all. She then says,
I think Sash and I being in control does look like a king and queen situation, but Sash is more of a queen and I'm more of a king. It's the way I look at it.
Pride comes before the fall and Brenda is super prideful, which is saying a lot on a season full of people who are this way. Holly and Jane say Brenda is too powerful, she needs to go. Jane says Brenda is the queen bee and a villain. Wow. Even Nayanka, who is like Brenda's best friend in this game, is like, yeah, Brenda's too dangerous. She's got to go. I mean, what has happened all of a sudden? So I haven't mentioned it much, but I'm sure your eyeballs and brain noticed how the sky isn't blue like almost ever this season, despite my best color grading efforts on this video. That's because it rains constantly and it seems to be super wet all the time, which means of course we got cloud coverage a lot. It's overcast quite a bit. I say this because their next reward challenge is happening soon and they decide we need to protect our campfire with our wooden chest. A questionable call to say the least. Well, Brenda's team loses reward and upon arriving back at their camp, the chests are burnt up and the food is all gone.
The whole thing burnt out.
I think it's fun.
It made me laugh. I was the only one laughing. Actually, I had to check myself not to laugh in front of them because I just thought, like, what next? I'm dealing with these people, I'm in this stupid mess, and I think it's hilarious. It didn't really bug me to see all the food gone because I didn't come here for eggplant and I didn't come here for flour. I don't care if I'm starving. I just want to get to the end.
Well, that blows. Jeff is going to take everything they have if they try to trade him for any food at all. But onwards and upwards, Jane says Chase is so head over heels for Brenda, it's almost like he wants to get into her pants or something. Yes, Jane. Yes, you cracked the code. Chase then tells Brenda a secret plan that has been developing behind her back.
There's this plan right now to take you out. For whatever reason, I trust Brenda. That's all it comes down to is I trust her and I put my game plan in her and, you know, there is no reason or rhyme. It's just the simple fact that I trust her. It's Holly that's orchestrating it. Holly and Ben, I think.
Luckily, I have Chase who trusts me 1000% and he came and told me the whole plan. It is a challenge right now, but I still think that I don't have to do anything crazy to beat them. Like, I'm not even that impressed.
Bro, Chase is so into her, but he's afraid to just tell her. That's okay though, because if he did, she would clearly just rip his heart out. As I said, she is a missing Black Widow Brigade member. Brenda then loses immunity, which she needed bad. And back at camp, she says, I'm not gonna scramble because that looks desperate. AKA Brenda has too much pride to ask for help. She then talks to Sash and kind of implies that she's hoping he'll use his immunity idol, and he's like, I was hoping actually to never use that. We then go to tribal council where Brenda puts all the blame on Nayanka for why people are turning on her. And Brenda's clearly wrong. Brenda's to blame. But of course, she doesn't know this, or she doesn't care, or she just can't accept it. She then says, I don't scramble, which Jeff then astutely points out is because of pride. So they all go to vote, and
you just thought things were gonna come too easy to you. You should have scrambled.
You know this isn't what I wanted at all, and believe me, you'll see it now, because the one that screwed the whole damn thing up.
It's amazing the things people will say when they know they're about to go home. I talk too much? Maybe you just talked yourself home.
I was gonna vote for Benry, but why if you were my real true enemy and I thought you were my friend?
11th person voted out, the third member of our jury, Brenda. Brenda, the tribe has spoken.
I put the hidden immunity idol on that paper just so people would get the hint that she has it. And it's my only way of like giving a little stab back to her, because I helped her find that a hidden immunity idol. You know, actually I found it for her. I let her grab it. And without me, she wouldn't have found it. You know, here I am, and I hope it looked like an immunity idol so that people could see that she has it.
Beautiful, prideful, ruthless, cunning, and deadly. Brenda was the true essence of someone trying to play with no emotions as much as a human can. This is something we saw people like Russell Hantz claim they were doing, and yet they were still very emotional. Brenda did not give us many reasons to empathize with her, but if you're a fan of female villains, you were likely rooting for her anyways. The way she used Chase and made fun of him was epic for a villain, and her idea to steal Marty's idol was textbook Black Widow. Out of everyone who has played Survivor since Micronesia, Brenda is the only one I could see having been in the Black Widow Brigade no problem. However, I gotta mention, her beauty clearly convinced Chase. I mean, dude was totally into her and maybe helped with others subconsciously, but her pride got in the way of her reaching the end. Everyone saw her threat level and immediately dealt with her. She needed more friends and she didn't have all that many. Now, after she is voted out and on Ponderosa with the rest of the jury, Marty tells her that, hey, if you had reached Final 3, I would have voted for you. But Alina feels very differently about Brenda.
Tribal was awesome tonight. And I mean, I'm so surprised with the outcome, but I'm like pleasantly surprised that somebody finally made a big move. Brenda needed to go, and I've known it since day 2. And I'm so glad they finally got rid of her. Like, super happy. And I just don't want Marty to hear me, but I'm so happy that Brenda's gone. I didn't want to see her at the end. She didn't deserve to be at the end. She's so cocky. I can't stand her. I'm so glad that Jeff called her out, because she needed to be called out for that pride and that, like, aloofness, and just get over yourself. Princess. You go out there and play like a princess. Nobody's gonna hand this over to you. It's $1 million. This is like the first night I've been a bitch.
Wow, Alina is ticked. Pretty crazy, but this gets brushed aside quickly because the very next vote out isn't even a vote out. It's a double quit. Purple, Kelly, and Nyanka quit the game, and everyone cannot believe this is happening, especially when they want to be in the game. But once the ire and emotions die down the next day, we do see Brenda become the baker of Ponderosa, as her and Purple Kelly love to bake, like all the time. They're always in the kitchen baking and they're loving it. And when Benry gets voted off later, she teaches him how to bake as well. Once the season is over and the live reunion airs on TV, Jeff asks Chase about his attraction to Brenda, and Chase, can you believe this, denies, stating, oh yeah, she was only ever a friend. Attraction, what? Yeah, sure buddy. I know they were just friends, but clearly he had the hots for her. Now, does Brenda play again? Yes, she does. She is back 5 seasons later on Survivor Caramoan, Fans vs. Favorites 2, and how does that go for her? Well,
I've learned so much since playing one time. I think it's gonna be hard because if people watched me on Nicaragua, they might think, you know, I have this like little Black Widow reputation that I have to just dissolve really quick. And I'm gonna just try my hardest to make people believe that they can trust me.
If Brenda comes out and says, I'm for real, Brenda could win.
There's definitely gonna be a new version of Brenda. There has to be, because the first one didn't work. So I'm going to probably put bad Brenda a little to the side and show people good Brenda, and then do bad things.
39 days, 20 people, 1 survivor.
Brenda is back for season 26 Survivor Fans vs. Favorites 2. Yes, Brenda, one of the biggest villains and cutthroat players in the post-Heroes vs. Villains era so far, is somehow a favorite. Who would have thunk? No one else from her season is here, and this is Survivor's second time in the Philippines. A beautiful location, I might add. When Jeff reintroduces us to her, we hear from Julia of the Fans Tribe that Brenda is dangerous, which she definitely was in Nicaragua. Heck, I basically said she was a long-lost Black Widow Brigade member. But in all of Brenda's preseason press, she says, this time, I'm going to be nice and humble. That seems like kind of a 180-degree turn from last time. Do you think she'll be able to pull it off? I don't know. The favorites win reward, and upon arriving at their camp, Philip Shepard, because somehow he's a favorite too, Philip Shepard thinks he is Boston Rob as he tries to lead everyone and create a family, but no one wants him as their dad.
Philip, what's the plan?
What plan?
Like the shelter plan.
My preference is this is very, very temporary. For me, I want to be facing the ocean. When I get up in the morning, I like to look out at the ocean.
Well, you could just turn your head.
No, because you're not going to really be able to see.
You can go like this and then like that.
True.
But not only is Philip here from Redemption Island, Francesca is as well, his mortal enemy. And this episode is all about how these two still do not like each other, and basically everyone has to pick one side or the other. And for Brenda, she picks.
I haven't talked to Andrea.
Yeah, but you will. I mean, she wants to talk to you. I have your back 100%. I haven't heard anybody say one, even remotely, negative thing about you. So I don't, you're fine.
Brenda is someone who I can definitely work with. She and I seem to be on the same page.
I know. He's awesome. I told you.
I didn't think he was going to be like that.
I told you, he's great.
He's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I think Catherine also is totally trustworthy. Like, and Eric, you know, like, we've got some really good people here.
Yeah.
Like, more people that I can talk
I'm good.
to. Okay.
I want to hug you.
I know I want to hug you too. Everybody's going to be like, why are they hugging?
No one's looking.
Okay, good.
Today was a good day, and everybody's getting along really well, and I'm feeling much better than I felt night one the first time. It is good to be back.
That was a secret scene, but it makes sense. Why side with Philip, who's been shown to be emotional and irrational, when Francesca seems normal, especially in comparison? Their tribe loses immunity, and Francesca says, if I get voted off first, I will eat this rock. It ain't gonna happen. Tonight, she wants Andrea out because for some reason, this season needed 3, say it with me, 3 players from Redemption Island? What? And at Tribal Council, which side will win, Philip or Francesca's?
First vote, Andrea. Andrea. 3 votes, Andrea. Andrea. That's 4 votes, Andrea. Francesca. 2 votes, Francesca. That's 3 votes, Francesca. Francesca. We're tied. Francesca. First person voted out of Survivor Fans versus Favorites. Francesca. Francesca, the tribe has spoken.
Again.
Do you want to tell me what videos I should make? Well, the patrons on Patreon get to do that every month. You also get to watch everything I make up to 7 months early and join our Survivor Fantasy League if you join us on Patreon. There's a link in the description. Thank you for your support. Now with that, Episode 2 sees Brenda on the bottom already. Yeah, that sucks, especially since the majority 6 are in an alliance called Stealth R Us and Brenda is not. Dang. But in more dramatic news, Brandon Hance, because somehow he's a favorite too, and Philip are not getting along at all. Brandon says, I want to go nuclear, burn the camp down, be in the beans and rice, the whole 9 yards. Oh my gosh, what is going on with this guy? Their tribe wins immunity twice, and in episode 4, Philip does extend the olive branch to Brenda, and
Well, I've given you a name, the Silent One. Principal responsibilities is to collect information, share it with the appropriate party.
He gave Brandon a name. Okay, I like that idea, actually. I wish you'd have came to me first, but I like that Brandon has a name. But then, Philip gives Eric a name. So what, are we gonna give Brenda a name? I mean, seriously.
Congratulations on being an official member of Stealth R Us.
Really?
I am known as the specialist. That's the Silent One.
Because I'm silent.
The Intelligentsia Attaché. And you are Serenity.
Nice. I'll take it.
Okay. You can't have an operation of this magnitude unless the specialist is here in Caramoan Island. And that's why I'm here, to make sure that we pull together as a cohesive unit so we can continue to win challenges. That's the goal.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free, you can't take the sky from me. I wish I could play this song from the show Firefly. If you haven't heard it, look it up, it's amazing. But on a game note, what a great name Serenity is, especially for this calm and seemingly pleasant version of Brenda we have this time around. Philip might be a bit crazy. Okay, he's crazy, but I like the names he is handing out. But on a real note, why the shade from Andrea towards Brenda? What has Brenda done? No, really, what has Brenda done so far? I'm hoping you could tell me. It would be a little helpful. Well, their tribe wins reward and immunity, and with that comes Tata the Bushman, who is all about the ladies, despite him being married. But especially Brenda, that's the lady we see him dancing with. He hugs, and all the ladies kiss him, including Brenda. Cochran says, dang, if I did any of the things Tata the Bushman did, I would be considered a creeper. But because Tata is small and old, it's somehow cute. But then Brandon tells everyone, hey, I want to go home and see my wife and 2 kids, so please vote me out next. Wait, hold on a second. Brandon has a wife and 2 kids at 20 years old? Holy crap, that's a lot. But then the next morning, he goes, I'm unquitting. Dude is all over the place. One day he's cool, the next day he wants to destroy everything, and then he's quitting, and now he's unquitting. Like, what is going on? But then Brandon has a small fight with Philip, and that leads to
this Philip and Brandon rivalry. It's getting to me. I woke up this morning. Who starts the fire? Brandon starts the fire. Who's the only dude in this tribe who can start a fire with a piece of flint? Brandon. So I don't need no old 54-year-old punk bitch telling me don't bite the hand that feeds you. He doesn't feed me. I'm a Hans. I feed me.
No, Brandon. Come on, Brandon.
Brandon, out now.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop, there's lots.
Hey, Phil. Here's a reason to vote me out, you little... Huh? With your stealth all rust book, huh? I'm the author of my fate, buddy. I'm the author of my fate.
What the heck? Why? Just why? The answer is far too complicated for Brenda's story video, but one day I hope to make a Brandon rise and fall video where we can explore that topic in depth, because I have a lot of theories. Just know that they go to the immunity challenge, forfeit so that they can go to tribal council to vote off Brandon, obviously, and
let me help you out a little bit, okay? They don't respect anything about the fans. That's bull, Corinne. Complete bull.
Okay, Brandon.
Don't play miss I'm cool with the fans, period. And Philip speaks so highly of himself. Stop talking about yourself. Boston Rob took you to the end of the game. You didn't do anything. You were made fun of, and you come here and you tell me don't bite the hand that feeds you? I feed myself.
You need to grow up.
You need to shut up.
Okay, why don't we just cut to the chase? We're having tribal council right now. You good with this?
I'm good with it.
All right, 6th person voted out of this game. Brandon Hans.
Good riddance. Brandon was not ready to play the season of Survivor at all. We then get a tribe swap where Brenda lands on the stacked Goda tribe, and immediately upon arriving at the Goda camp, Sherry of the fans spills the beans on everything, and I mean everything she knows. It is good, valuable information. Their tribe wins immunity twice, and at the reward challenge, Brenda gets a set out because they have too many players, and during said challenge, she goes full cheerleader.
We're good.
You just run.
Nobody running.
We go. Oh, let's just walk it. The girls were tired.
Can we run?
Nope.
Can we run, Philip?
I think you'll tire more.
This is a strategy. It's a strange one.
It's a strange one.
Let's go, let's go. You guys are awesome.
Goda consents the kill. It is over. Goda wins reward.
Cookies and brownies. Cookies and brownies.
There are not many things on Survivor I will label as cute, but that is definitely one of them. We then go to episode 8 where Brenda's leg is wrapped and she is limping. Seriously, look at her leg. It's wrapped and she's limping. Why? I don't know, and the show never explains it. But I guess who cares? It's time for the merge. Finally, Brenda was basically non-existent in the storyline of the pre-merge as she only attended one tribal council and stayed out of drama to the best of her ability. Again, she was really committed to the name Serenity. You can't take the sky from her. I think this secret scene explains it best about how Brenda has basically been all season and what she has been up to.
Whenever I go off of myself, especially in the water, when I'm looking at the wall, or I'm just looking into outer space, I'm getting grounded. I'm remembering why I'm here. I'm always reminding myself never to get too overconfident, but be confident in my moves at the same time, and to ask God for like the correct perception on people and for me to trust the right people. So I take that time off and really focus into the game by myself.
I can't get a read on Brenda, and 99% of this game is getting a read on your tribe mate. She sits and stares at a rock wall for 18 hours without any sort of external stimulus, to actually be looking at. So I don't know what to make of her.
I feel for Brenda. I know. To get there and win. I mean, she'd just sit in the ocean staring at a rock wall.
I know.
Combing her hair and scraping pots. That's all she did. If her strategy is to drive everyone insane by freaking people out by staring at rock walls and scratching a pot for hours, mission accomplished. Brilliant. That deserves $1 million.
I agree.
It's not a flattering look, but it was hidden away in a secret scene, so don't put too much stock into the smack talk Cochran seems to do to everyone. But here's when the rubber meets the road for her story, as Corinne is voted out for betraying the Favorites Alliance, and Brenda is now in with the majority. Her being cool and not stirring up any drama has her in with the numbers. Finally, while she does cause her team to lose her award, when we go to the immunity challenge, why not?
This challenge is officially on. Cochran is out of the challenge. Reynolds is out of the challenge. Just like that, we are down to 2. In a matter of 3 seconds, the 3 remaining guys opted out. It is Brenda and Andrea. Is she gonna come back up? No, Andrea's out. Brenda wins immunity. Brenda, safe at tonight's Tribal Council, guaranteed a 1 in 10 shot at winning this game.
Doesn't it make sense that Serenity herself would be able to stay cool in the high pressure challenge? Good for Brenda. Michael of the fans is then voted off, and it is now the 7 favorites versus the 3 amigos, aka Malcolm of the favorites, he defected, and Reynolds and Eddie of the fans. At the moment, Brenda's plan seems to be to let everyone else play themselves out of the game as she goes to the final 3 with Eric Reichenbach, yes, the one who gave immunity to Natalie. You heard me right, he actually did that. He gave immunity to Natalie. Did you know about this? I was shocked when I found out. But who will be the 3rd person in her final 3?
Brenda! I need you quick!
I got hit in the mouth a while ago and I lost my bottom teeth, and I have a retainer that has the teeth on them, and I took a gulp of water in the bun and they came out, and I don't have them, and I need a mask and I can't do it. I'm stressed. I don't want anyone else to know. Thanks, Brenda. I'm gonna pull myself if I don't find it. I'm pulling myself. Oh my God, Brenda! I love you so much. Thank you so much.
My heart just went out to her so much, and after that incident, I'm not gonna turn my back on her, and vice versa.
I really love you, Brenda.
Brenda is all in on Dawn now. She means it. She wants to go to the end with her, and I think Dawn does as well. Reynolds then wins immunity, and Malcolm finds a hidden immunity idol. What? I mean, I guess it is good that Eddie is vulnerable, or the Favorites Alliance would be completely out of luck, but then, plot twist, at Tribal Council, Malcolm whips out yet another idol, and that means the 3 amigos are all safe. Malcolm says, we're voting off Philip, dude sucks, join us or don't, either way it's happening. We see people then whispering, with Brenda specifically stating to vote off Andrea. Again, why? I don't know. We don't really get as much of Brenda's thoughts as we really should through these first 9 episodes. But the way Andrea hangs her head says that she knows she is a goner. So,
if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. You. Eddie and Malcolm both played their idols. Any votes cast for Eddie or Malcolm will not count. First vote, Malcolm. Does not count. Eddie does not count. Malcolm does not count. Eddie does not count. Eddie does not count. Eddie does not count. Philip, 1 vote Philip. 2 votes Philip. 11th person voted out, the second member of our jury. Philip, the tribe has spoken.
Thank you.
The next episode sees Brenda starving, crying, and scared. I think. She says that what Malcolm and the guys did last night is so crazy. It's out of line. And I'm like, that's kind of an overreaction, Brenda. But is it an overreaction? Is it just because she's starving? I mean, that would affect my emotions too. People are losing mad weight this season, and Brenda didn't have that much to lose in the first place. But thankfully, this episode brings with it the Survivor auction. Brenda wants to buy some food, like she really wants to buy some food, and she keeps getting outbid by others and also seems too scared to pull the trigger on the covered items, but then she finally does it. She finally pulls the trigger and she gets pig brain. Ugh, what are the odds? Considering everything, it's hard not to feel bad for her, especially as she tries to remain positive, though thankfully she is able to buy her letter from home, and the auction ends with everyone being able to dive into a massive jug of peanut butter.
I feel like I'm on top of the world right now. I have letters from home. I woke up this morning thinking, I'll give anything for a pizza. I'd give anything for a hamburger. My mom. And then when this came out, it was like, that's it. That's all I want. There's so much encouragement and so much love. This is all that mattered. For these people, I'll do anything for them.
I would have preferred a cheeseburger, but I've also never bet on Survivor, so maybe the letter does mean more than food. Cochran wins immunity, and I did fail to mention that at the auction, Malcolm bought a clue to an immunity idol, as if he needs to find 3 this season. He's found 2 so far, so why not a 3rd, I guess? So Andrea and Brenda are all over this as they stalk him, and
the idea is they have to think we have an idol and that we're willing to play it tonight. And our best bet is them thinking that I have one because of what I bid on at the auction. And they need to think I have it. So I took the wrappings from the last one I found, put them in my pocket, and tried to make like I dug it up.
Do it! Let me see it.
No.
I did see him put something in his pocket.
Yeah, that might just be the old
No, I know.
note.
Yeah, it could be old. Because yeah, he definitely...
I think maybe he just wants us to think that he found it so we don't look.
Stop looking, yeah. I don't know. It's a toss-up. We think that Malcolm found the idol this morning. So we're digging, and I see him go away, and I see him put something in his pocket. So he might have the idol, but he might be bluffing. I mean, Malcolm has proven himself to be very, very sneaky, and he could have rolled up the old parchment and put it in his pocket so that we'll be afraid to vote for him. I mean, in my head, I think he probably has it. We have to play it, play smart, like as if he does have it. But either way, I think Malcolm needs to be the next one to go.
oh, that was a really good read by Brenda on that one. Malcolm is struggling to find the idol, and Brenda figured it all out. So at Tribal Council, the majority 6 splits their votes and successfully vote off Malcolm because he didn't find the idol, obviously. And with that, the next 2 vote offs seem super simple. First, vote off Reynolds, then vote off Eddie, then get to final 3, then $1 million paycheck, right? Can Brenda beat Eric and Dawn in the final 3? I don't know. Eric's story, while not as quiet as Brenda's, is still pretty quiet, and Dawn, she emotionally breaks down all the time. I could, no joke, see Brenda pulling this off, weirdly enough. We then go to the immunity challenge where Reynolds loses, people openly cheer, and Andrea tries to cut a deal with Brenda to just let her win immunity, and Brenda's like, nah, let's just compete. Andrea wins immunity anyways, and back at camp she goes, Brenda didn't let me win immunity. That means she's a threat now.
I thought that after Reynolds dropped out, I'd say, Brenda, you won the last immunity, can I just have this one? But she stood on that perch for hours. She really proved that she's a big threat to me. Some blindsides need to happen before it happens to me.
Brenda showed today that if we would have actually stuck it out like normal, she would have won. And if there's water challenges, she's got it. She hasn't pissed anyone off. But let's talk to Dawn. maybe she's on board and she'll go along with the Brenda vote.
I can kind of see her going along with Brenda.
But I think that'd be so much more exciting.
Yeah.
And everyone would think it was Arnold. That's what makes it good.
I don't know who the biggest threat is. I mean, I feel like Brenda's a threat, but I made Ronald gone. He's like disruptive for my brain.
I think it's Brenda. I mean, I think she's the biggest threat to us.
She's the only one who has upset people.
And that's the argument.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to see someone like that win, but they would.
Well, my bad. I guess we're playing happy-go-lucky time because Brenda should have just handed Andrea the immunity then. What kind of bizarre world are we living in? Eric then finds the immunity idol and just hands it to Andrea. Apparently he got the memo about happy, fun, joy time or whatever. Ugh, dude, do you ever learn why? But it still seems simple enough. Brenda says this next vote should be easy. The 6 of us split our votes between Reynold and Eddie, and one of them will go home no matter what. So they do indeed vote off Reynold at Tribal Council. And right after Tribal, Andrea talks to Cochran and says, now is our chance to blindside Brenda or Dawn. But mainly Brenda, because she didn't let me win immunity. Oh, brother. But Cochran says,
I'm all about making big moves. And Andrea, to her credit, is willing to make a big move, but it's a big move I don't agree with. Once again, she's talking about taking out Brenda, but also Dawn, who's probably my closest ally in this game.
Eddie, he really should be the next target. He needs to go. Should be. Period.
She's not going to want to vote off Eddie.
No, but this is what I was thinking. If
Vote
you...
between both of you right now.
Cochran told me that Andrea wants to blindside me or Dawn, and that shows just how untrustworthy she is. I know that Andrea wants to blindside me. So this is a very tricky vote. It's like a leap of faith, like, okay, I'm writing down Andrea, and I hope I don't go home. So I'm in huge danger.
Good. Get Andrea out. Cannot believe, by the way, that Brenda's Final 3 plan will probably work. Eric wins immunity, and it all seems set. Andrea has got to go. So they all vote, and...
I think it was the moment that we were bouncing on a doghouse in the ocean for 4 hours that I realized that you are a huge threat and need to go.
You're a sneaky, sneaky little girl, always ready to blindside someone. But I don't think you're ready for this one.
First vote, Brenda. Andrea.
What?
Brenda. We're tied. 14th person voted out and the 5th member of our jury.
Oh, you guys.
Andrea, Travis spoken.
We are at the climax of Brenda's story with 2 episodes left in the season, so yep, what's going on here? Outside of Andrea, Brenda has not been seen as a threat at all. No one's even really mentioned her. How can it all fall apart in one episode? That's a good question. Well, the tribe gets a Sprint phone with video letters, and upon seeing her dad, she breaks down. He was the one who motivated her to play this time in a humble manner, and she says that is what she's been trying to do, and to his credit, I mean, she's made it further than last time. So when they go to the reward challenge...
Dad, you gave me the best advice. The best of you. You told me to be humble. And I've been being so humble because of you. I think of you every second. Every second.
Brenda, I just broke 26 seasons. I've never cried at a loved one. You've got me.
I'm so happy. So happy.
Brenda and her dad made Jeff crack. 26 seasons, and he finally shows this side of him. Jeff really is getting older and softer. Her and her dad win the reward challenge, and Jeff says, pick one person to join you. So she picks Dawn, her number 1. But then she has a conundrum. She can keep the reward for herself and Dawn, or give it to the other 4 people. She gives it to the other 4 because it's a no-brainer. It's 4 people or 2. Like, she made the right call, but on an emotional sense. Dawn is over it.
I feel like Brenda earned all the good favor today because she's the one that gifted everybody, so now I feel like I've just lost. And the fact that I'm gonna have to spend camp tonight with people who are full and have seen their loved ones for the whole afternoon makes me want to spit. I just want to eat. I'm so mad.
Dawn, this is day 35. 4 days from now, we're gonna have big smiles on our faces.
Okay.
I'm praying that this was a wonderful thing. I'm praying that this was the right choice, regardless of what my stomach is saying. Whenever you do anything big in this game, whether you save someone, whether you do something bad to someone, it's funny how it's always a double-edged sword. How was it? It could be amazing because they're like, okay, I'll never vote out Brenda because I owe her. Or it could be, boom, downfall.
I'm with Brenda. They got 4 more days. It'll be okay. Even though that is not what Dawn wants to hear at all. But apparently, not only for Dawn's sake should Brenda have been selfish, as Cochran says, Brenda being selfless means her likability is now a liability. Wow, all this because of one reward win. You see, there have been whispers and even the stray comment that Brenda has not burned any bridges and people generally like her. This is all true. Not one ill word has been spoken about Brenda all season on a personal level, aside from the implication of Andrea being annoyed at Brenda possibly getting a name. But let's be real, there's no place I could be since I found serenity. You can't take the sky from me. Oh, and lest I forget, that remember her dad told her, be humble, that will get you further in the game. And it's true, but also her dad won her the reward challenge, and now look at the conundrum she's in. At the immunity challenge, Eddie drops out, and that is that. He is the next one to go. And Dawn pulls an Andrea and says, hey Brenda, can I win immunity? Can you just let me do that? And Brenda once again is like, can we just compete for it? We're on Survivor. What is everyone's deal with wanting Brenda to hand them immunity? Dawn wins anyways, and back at camp, Cochran says, yeah, Brenda should go before Eddie. Okay, all right, sure buddy. Don't you have to flip on Ozzy or something like that? Brenda says we vote off Eddie and then Cochran, easy peasy. So they all vote and...
First vote, Eddie. Eddie, 2 votes Eddie. Brenda. Brenda, we're tied. 15th person voted out and the 6th member of our jury. Brenda.
I was honest with you guys. I was genuine with you guys.
Brenda, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
It hurts.
We are not done yet, because if I don't cover this, people will get on to me in the comments. All right, Brenda kept a cool head when being voted off, but I need to set up something very, very important here. She feels burned hard. On Ponderosa, everyone who's already voted out of the game tells her how cruel it was that Dawn burned Brenda after she found her teeth, picked her for that family reward challenge, and wanted to take her to Final 3 and meant it. And you can feel the weight of Brenda's emotions in the final confessional right after she got voted out of the game.
Last time I would just ran around cold-hearted and really had no regard for anyone's feelings. And this time, it was all about that. It was all about that. It was about making real connections with people, getting to know people for real, and really protecting good people who I thought were really, really good people. Eric and Dawn, and I don't regret any things that I did for them. I don't regret it. I'm not mad at them. I'm just hurt right now. That's it. And I really believe Dawn, and remember what I told you, Joe, what I did?
That is raw, that is real. Brenda is hurt and feeling like crap, and the one she is hurt the most by is Dawn. Well, get this, Sherry, Cochran, and yes, even Dawn make the final 3. Brenda is the last juror to talk, and when she talks to Dawn...
Dawn, you know how strong the bond that I thought I had with you was. It was so strong. Getting voted out by you, I mean, Cochran and Sherry did it too, but by you, that's where the pain came. When you were like, Brenda, I'm going to pull myself from the game if I don't get my retainer back.
Yeah.
And I said, no. I said, you're staying in this game, Dawn. I realized afterwards, I had Dawn's fate in the game literally in my hands. Tell me, would you really have given it up if you didn't have your teeth back? Something cosmetic.
No, I wouldn't have.
I need you to go beyond words this time, and I need you to prove it to me. I want you to take out your teeth, Dawn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
I want you to do that.
I don't understand how that...
I had your fate in my hand that day.
Okay.
And you're telling me, no, you didn't, Brenda. I would have stayed. It really wasn't a big deal.
If you're asking me to take them out and like humiliate myself, I'm happy to do that because truthfully...
No talking, let's
I'm
do
happy
action.
to do it. There they are.
Okay, thank you.
Brenda will forever be remembered as the person who made Dawn take out her teeth. And while the show basically forgot about her for stretches of time this season, she was in a great spot to potentially win it all. Her 180 turn to being humble and kind and no longer a long-lost Black Widow Brigade member made for boring TV, and is clearly why the show focused on other people instead, but it is clear as day to me that she was liked, not seen as a big threat, and could have won it all in the right final 3. She got out Andrea when she needed to, but she didn't know the power Cochran held over Dawn that had deeper roots than the connection she had with Dawn. All in all, the show did not do Brenda justice this season despite the depth she brought. So come the live reunion 11 months later, Brenda has not talked to Dawn at all since the show ended, and she cannot attend. Why? Well, Brenda is pregnant, which is awesome, but Jeff, he's more concerned with the big moment, so he asked Dawn.
You swore at a time where you were so vulnerable that I think most people thought this goes beyond the outwit, outplay, outlast. Something weird happened there, and Brenda stopped the game for a moment and said, woman to woman, I got your back.
So I have to own that.
So do you want to apologize, or do you say?
I absolutely want to apologize. Live
What's
the
the
experience. Oh, I'm so sorry it hurt her, and I appreciate all she did
Dawn,
to put. Yeah.
Dawn, she's here.
Yeah, no, Brenda, you know, I mean, I have reached out. I do want you to know I do care about you, and I do hate that it hurt you.
Dang, dude, I wonder which side Jeff's on, huh? He went from asking Dawn to pushing her real fast. It's been 11 months and Brenda did not want to talk to Dawn, and Jeff clearly picked Brenda's side in the debate. I recently held a poll here on YouTube with almost 5,000 votes asking which side everyone was on. 56% of people were with Brenda and 44% were with Dawn. Which side are you on? What do you think about Brenda? Do you want to see her play again on Survivor or another show? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and doubly thanks for liking and subscribing. I'll see you all next time.